Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chan. Let's get into some more hot topics. Let's go. Shout out to the Hollywood Unlocked. When I saw this, I didn't feel the need to go any further because this is the most disrespectful thing that I've spoke about today. And I done talked about some disrespectful stuff. This is probably the most disrespectful thing that I've talked about in a long time. So the new administrator, his Justice Department says that the former officer convicted in Breonna Taylor's unaliving should serve only 1 day in jail. 1 day. Let's keep going. Child Chico DeBarge is 59 years old, and he was arrested on these type of charges on July the 4th. How was he arrested? Not like, there was a raid or he was driving real crazy. He was on a bicycle. And he was in violation due to the things of certain gear he did not have. When they finally had him to pull over on the bike, he was in possession of things. And then they found out that he had a warrant out for his arrest for possession of methamphetamines like a while ago. He's due in court August the 1st. On a bike, Chico? I listened to this entire interview that Nene did with Peter. I learned a lot about Peter. Peter did a lot before he was 25. He sold shoes, Italian shoes, to people because he was hustling also so he could get a better price. He went to school in Oklahoma. He was a social worker, and he said he only did that because his first wife had sickle cell and she needed the insurance. And, he opened up a couple of clubs. I was outdone when I found that he had something to do with Jack the Rapper. I have attended one Jack the Rapper in Atlanta. It's just a whole convention for rappers and try to get their music out there. I was like, that's amazing. He called out like Luther Campbell and Jermaine Dupri. And so Peter has been around. But what I did not like was what he said about Cynthia. He said Cynthia did not have his back. And he was speaking as far as the marriage license that her mother and her sister tried to keep away from them on the show when they got married. He was like, the wedding for him was over then because she lied or she was deceiving. Peter, how dare you? The way you deceived Cynthia all those seasons, the way she was worried about money even when y'all were getting married, even after you all were married, the way you would, what did he get? What, he bought a car or he bought some, like a studio or some kind of place, a warehouse or something, and she didn't even know, and she knew you didn't have the money. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And like Cynthia was just like, I can't do this. And I think that's what he really mad about because she actually left because he talked about what a loyal person he was. But I can't blame Cynthia. You had her in a whole bunch of mess. The nerve of you to say that she didn't have your back. Speaking of housewives, we talked about this on live. I don't know if y'all heard, but Croy Bierman is really doing some honest work these days. He is a crane and rigging a salesman. Can't you see that in Atlanta? I can see that. And I feel like if he had never been in that dancing thing, Sheree had never introduced him to Kim, even if his football career would have ended when it did with Kim, he would have been okay. Kim spent all this man money up. But Croy is working. Now, he may need to get Kim an application. Let's keep going. So y'all know my feelings hurt because it's fake news. Uno has put out a statement that casinos are not ready for them to be on the floor just yet. And they will not be featured in Vegas casinos. So I'm devastated. But then again, I don't know if Vegas was ready for Uno to be on the floor. Because as loud as Spades can be, Uno can be as loud or louder. But I'm hurt by this. I have to do a little update because I got some information wrong. So the last cast trip that the Real Housewives of Potomac will be going on is going to be in Colorado. And Monique will be in tow. Jassy will be there, but Charisse won't. Now, I don't know how many scenes Monique is in. I know she was in the Pride scene And there was a conversation with her and Giselle, and now she's going to be on this girls trip. Have you noticed how Bravo is ending their seasons on a trip now? Some of them. But she's going to be on it. Before I clock out for the day, this story right here is just making waves. I'm talking about every minute is something different. So now this is coming from WISN ABC in Milwaukee. And now it's saying that there was a failed attempt to rob the child's mother, Jamal White's mom. Let's get into it. So, child, this just happened today, 2:59 p.m. Okay, Central Standard Time. They're saying that there was a 14-year-old who orchestrated the plan to rob Jamal's mother before it turned into a $100,000 ransom demand. So the prosecutors have filed charges Thursday against Corey Williams. He's 25, and he's been hit with kidnapping and taking hostages, right? He said that this man is arrested in connection with the abduction of a 7-year-old Milwaukee boy on Friday. So, child, Corey Williams was found in the attic. That's where they had Jamal at, right? When the Milwaukee Police Department detective spoke with the boy, he said that when he was at his dad's house, a man chased him and grabbed him by the back of his shirt and took him. So then Jamal said he was in the car with 3 unknown people. They drove him to this house where the police had come to get him. When he got to the house, he went inside with the man who drove the car. The boy said he heard the man making a call to his mom, and the mother said that she was coming, but she never came to pick him up. So Jamal was shown photos of the people who took him, and he identified Williams as the man who drove the Jeep. The complaint says that Williams told the police he was contacted 2 weeks before the kidnapping by a 14-year-old who planned to rob the boy's mother. A 14-year-old? Williams said the mother is a well-known dealer and flaunted money, and that he had seen her with bricks during a FaceTime call. Then Williams went on to say that the 14-year-old planned to rob her on July the 11th. So Williams left work early, borrowed his girlfriend's white Jeep Renegade, picked up the teen and another person, and those two had gone and got some firearms, and they were wearing masks. So then Williams told the police that the plan was to go to Jamal's mother's house and rob her, right? But she was not home. So then the 14-year-old suggested the boy's father. So they went to the house where they saw the 7-year-old and his father in front of the home. That's according to the police report. The 14-year-old gets out of the Jeep. The teen grabs the boy, puts him in the Jeep. Then they drove off. Williams said he got into an argument with the other two about talking to the boy. That's what the complaint is saying. So then while they got the baby, they said that the plans changed, and they contacted Jamal's mother that night, and they demanded $100,000 and jewelry in exchange for the baby. And they were supposed to be in the park, but she didn't show up. When they became aware of the Amber Alert, Williams said the teen and the other person left, leaving Williams and the boy at Williams' home. Williams said there were conversations of whether the other individual or the 14-year-old should harm Jamal to show that they were serious, but they did not act on that. They got a little scared, I believe. Then Williams said when the police arrived at his residence, he hid in the attic and left the 7-year-old in the bedroom. A 14-year-old? So now he has been arrested today. This is the craziest story I've ever heard in my life. You, 25, is listening to a 14-year-old. That's what this article says. Y'all, it's your girl, Millie Chun. Y'all have a good Thursday. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll be checking out what's going on, but I'm going to talk to y'all later. Bye.